Also based shaking experiments. You know, okay. So it's very difficult to do this unless you're wearing headphones, of course. No, actually, you got to wear that special, that transforms the feeling, emotions, and so forth into you. But frankly, I think that's a pretty kind of like virtual idea, bad idea, if you know what I mean. If you've seen that movie Brainstorm, gives me the creeps. It does. Okay. So I've got the REM on, the sine wave. That's going acoustically out into the. So I'll mute that. I'll mute the bass shaker for the DCX. Oh, that's 40 hertz going through. If I hold my fingers around here, about there. Oh, that's a nice vibration. That's a nice vibration I can feel. Okay, I'm going to go through the sine wave. Ooh. It's not getting to my stomach, it's mostly in my fingers. 30, gradually, anyone that knows REM, it goes down in steps of 0.5 dB steps. Okay, so I'm going to go down from 40, 39, 38. It's a pretty consistent feel, and I have to say that the amount of magnitude of it, the level, crikey, it's almost, I would say, fucking hell, that's about as much fucking hell. Feels like holding a bloody, one of those bloody jackhammers that they do on the road. Those flipping, sometimes you get drilled ones, and you get those ones that kind of pat down the tarmac or something. It kind of goes boom, boom. It's kind of very flat based, very wide, and boom, boom, boom. Oh. Don't do too much of that, otherwise you're going to get white finger in your bloody hand. But just briefly, I'll go 30, 32 again. I can hear a mechanical sound in it. Not sure if it picks up on. So there's an audible sound there as well. Okay, and I haven't got my voltmeter on there. Bloody hell, where's my voltmeter? My cat bear's down here, laying on the seat. So I've got the voltmeter attached, but why? It's probably a little bit too much voltage level here. I've got on AC. There we go. Alternating current, not DC. So 11.8 in the failure. I'm going to turn it down a bit. Yeah, it was playing really high level. It's up to 4 volt almost there. But that's quite a bit of internal sound I can hear. And so I'll go down a little bit. About 0.1, 0.1, 32 hertz. I'll go down to an even 30. It stays the same level. It stays at the same level. Usually that amount of level there, depending on how it's fitted, quite a bit of shake. But if I kind of like hear like a humming, I'm not sure if it picks up on the microphone. I'll put it close as I can to the camera. I'm not sure if it'll do any damage because it's magnetic. Okay, and I'll see on the playback on the video how. Okay, let's have it in that position. So, move it around. Whoops, did the wire come undone? Yes, it did. Bloody wire came undone. God damn it. Okay, rewired. But why? Okay, that's 1.8. That's about 2 volt now. I've got about 2 volt on the voltmeter. That's quite a bit of. Normally, if that was attached, well, I got one attached to the seat, it will make quite a bit of rattling because the seat bucket's made of metal and such. It takes quite a bit of special scientificness because this is flat and the seat bucket's kind of got that sort of. It's kind of got that sort of shape, you know, upside down sort of thing. So you got to kind of model it, form something that fits on that, and then try that and see how that formula, so to speak, works out with the frequencies, and does it produce any resonant noises? If it's got resonant noises, you've got to sort those things out. And then, of course, the level, the amount of level, because the more level, the more, you know, that, you know, but it's how much can get energized into the cinema seat, you know, because if I had one bass shaker playing on this cinema seat, it'll move into the next seat by a small amount and then move into the next seat by a small amount. That's why you've got to have multitudes, and they're all different, and they all got to have their own amplifier, their own PEQ, or crossover as well. So they've got to have their own Behringer DCX. So 6 cinema seats, that's 1 input and 6 outputs. That would have to be 6 to customize tailor, because every seat's going to have a slight bit of difficulty with tuning, and sometimes by reducing the frequency, I suppose, to minimize the resonant. I don't know. But as holding it at roughly 2 volt there on the meter. Oh, did hear something there? No. So when getting above frequencies, above 40, it's in 50 hertz, 63, 80, 100, 125, 160. I'm not sure if I've got a crossover on here on the. Yeah, I do. A little bit there. Let's just check the AVR, because that's also because this is like going out on bass, you know, output sort of crossovers. Oh, they're set to 250. Maybe it's the something other. I can still hear it there at 160. It's very faint. I'm not sure if it's a natural roll off on the unit. 125. And I can audibly hear a tone. I can audibly hear that at 180, but I can feel it mostly. Okay, 80 hertz. Let's turn it up a little bit. Yeah, okay, turn that back down a little bit. 1.7 volt. 63 hertz, and it's gone up to 2.2 volt. Just check to see. Yeah, I got my yeah, turn that PEQ off on there. I haven't got any other PEQ turned on, have I? Nothing on the FPQ. Oh yeah, turn that into bypass. Okay, that's 40 hertz, 2.3 volt. Bloody hell, feels uncomfortable. That's 25 hertz, 2.3 volts still. Full vibration. Not sure if you can see the cables there vibrating slightly. Maybe if I stop the video, stop the sine wave, and then put the sine wave on. Just see the cables vibrating, the probes. Yeah, that's 25. Let's go to 20 hertz. Go to 20. Yes, that's a little bit less than 25 because there's probably there's probably a curve there. Go down a bit. 17 hertz. Just turn the level up a little bit. I'm up to 4 volt, 4.4 volt. Up to about 4 volt there. I'll hold it like so. Maybe like that. Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, and like that. And like, oh yeah, that's quite a bit of vibration there, because it all depends on how it's fitted. I'm not sure if you can see it vibrating. I can see it jittering. I can see it jittering a bit because it's in my, and the piston, you know, that's 17 hertz, 16, that's 15, that's 15 hertz, and I can still feel it. That's 14 hertz, I can still feel it. Energy's, you know, and when stopping, you feel kind of like a thump, like a, you know, when stopping it. So it's probably best to gradually turn the fader level down and then mute it, so you don't get this kind of thump, because that's doing something, you know, moving the kind of what's called piston. Just going to turn up the gain level on the amplifier a bit. But why? Okay, turn that up a bit. So I'll just turn that down a little bit. Okay, sine wave on. I can feel that at 14 hertz. 14. I can feel it at 13. I can see the very top of this shaker, it's like shimmering, like blurred vision vibration. That's 12 hertz. Wow. That's 11 hertz. Okay, let's take the level up a little bit. Okay, I'm up to about 5 volt. 5.07. It's fluctuating, probably impedance and so forth. And that's 11 hertz. That's not too bad. That's 10 hertz, and it just gradually went down quite a bit. Voltage level's gone down 3.8. Go back up to 11 hertz, and it's, I'll show you, it's up to about there. But that's neither here or there, you know, because fader level and everything else there's lots of calculations, frequency curve, and you know, but you get this kind of 9 hertz, not a whole lot much going on there, I guess. I'll just turn the level up a little bit. That's the fader going up. It's up near the 5.4. It's up to near 5 volt again. I can gradually feel that. It's kind of like making a fist, and doing that sort of motion. It's kind of like that. Okay, 5. Okay, fade it down. Go up to 40 hertz is not quite the same because it's a faster cycle per second. So the frequency rhythm and everything is totally different. I can't mimic it to be like 9 hertz. It's just going out faster. I'll try that. And then holding it like that. Different ways, different sort of, give different sort of resonant vibration frequencies. It wasn't like making a lot of noise. Granted, I was near 5 volts and such. I'm not sure what that is in watts. It's quite a bit. But anyway, any other problems noticeable? Don't notice any. Don't notice it warm or anything. If playing a sine wave at a specific frequency for too long, for so many minutes too long, you will feel the top of these getting warm. I don't think these are real heat sinks. I think they're just there for something like because I don't think you feel heat on the side of these. I think it's just some sort of BS, if you ask me. Otherwise, how do you crack these things open? I think you've got to peel this off here and oh no, it's some screws up here. That's it. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 around the top here. Yeah, one there. You undo those. I think it's a bolt screw, or was it an Allen key? Can't really see. Anyway, yeah, and you take the top off, and you see, they're not bad. They're not bad. A bit heavy. And yeah, I've tried putting them on the on the floor below me. It doesn't do too well because it's got to be screwed down, and probably other different sort of, not just maybe a case of just screwing it flat. Maybe putting something else like a bit of wood or several pieces of wood or MDF, make it so thick, yeah, and then screw it down and see how that reacts. Kind of like if I were to put that on a long stick and hold it out for a length, I'd feel the vibration going down the stick. If fitting these, like I say you got to have a voltmeter. You got to have a voltmeter on these things. Otherwise, if you overdo it, if inexperienced people think, oh wow, and then think, that's rubbish. No, it's not a case of rubbish. It's a case of you're not thinking. That these bass shakers is a thinking man's sort of thing. Trial and error. Trial and error is all I can say with these. You can get a lot of error, and very few that try out very well, and it's just hit and miss. But holding it like that, it's not a case of the vibrate. It's just my fingers are, because I'm doing that. It'd be the same if I do that just for so many minutes, holding something. It's not something to do with the that. It's just been holding this bloody thing, haven't I? I've got other ideas. Maybe like I say, like a long stick, and then have it coming down. But fitting these in a floor, fitting these into a flooring, you know, the wooden floor has got to be designed specifically. You got to test first before committing to a full out. You know, you got to test. You got to see where it's going to go, what problems might occur. You know, it's like what NASA engineers would do. They would, you know, before fully, you know, they got to see how things progress. Little steps, little small steps at a time. Don't get too far ahead. But yeah, it's a long stick. But I need a wooden floor. I need a wooden floor. Crikey, that's like, how can I put a wooden floor in here? Well, obviously, the whole seating has to come out. And I'm only talking a wooden floor that's shallow. You know, not too high. Maybe the height of the skirting board, which is only about that high. That's only what, about 4 inch, 5 inch, I think, 4 or 5 inches there. Something that sort of height, because it's only a short height, you know. But the flooring has got to be very scientifically designed. Not expensive, but just scientifically. It's not a case of, oh, I built these so many times. No, this is an install for this, and it's a different kind of, it's a new ball game entirely. You've got no experience. If you've got experience building floors, fine, great. Follow me step by step, and this is a process that could take weeks just to get the right formula for the floor, so you can get the vibration to go through effectively through the frequency range and get the feel, without necessarily having these attached to the seat. Or you can still have a few attached to the seat. Yeah, it's easy if you've got floorboards, and you can just pull a floorboard up, see where the joist is located, and mount it to the side of the joists. And then before putting the floorboard down, you would test it with sine wave, or someone's experienced know how to check, and with the voltmeter, so you're not overdoing it, because if you can't get much vibration at a very small voltage, then you're overloading this. You're cooking the voice coil. So you've got to try and find the specific location. I was thinking I could mount it to the to this MDF, because I've got this little puck there. Just take this out. Try and move around while sat down, because I want to be relaxed. Yeah, it's just enough there to mount it on there, because it's only Velcro on that MDF. I was thinking of actually screwing that one time literally to the side of the seat, but I didn't feel like drilling holes into the seat. You know, these are, you know, I've got this little thing up here I've got to fix, cover up this little thing here, because they got screws underneath here and it was a little bit loose, and I thought, how the heck do I get to that screw? How did this bloody armourer thing come off, for crying out? So I just got a bloody soldering iron and just went through it with a soldering iron. Hey, that's the wrong tone. You do it again, I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron. So I just got a soldering iron, went through it. It's not a big deal, because all I could do is just put a bit of sandpaper on that, get a bit of that, say, liquid nail, and get a bit of black paint. I wouldn't know the difference. And it's just like, hey, it's like you go to hospital, you get surgery done. Are you going to moan about the scar you got on you? Huh? I don't think so. But if someone put a scar on you, and that, yeah, you moan about it. But when it's something that, you know, you don't moan about it. Get what I mean? Anyway, so, I might just take the Velcro off. I'll probably have to maybe stick some, because if I take the Velcro off, I've got to take it off carefully, so I peel it off from the not rip it all off, and then screw this down, screw it down and try it out. But chances are, I'm guessing it will only get so much vibration. It'll only shake so much because of it'll only shake so much. And then it'll probably start making resonant noises, and I'm thinking, ugh, how do I solve that? But put them on the floor like so. No, doesn't work. Doesn't work. You'd be just wasting energy. You'd just be wasting a lot of energy, and then you just start hearing the bloody thing making a tapping sound, and that's not how it's supposed to work. He's relaxed. Oh. Yeah, he's relaxed. He's a character, aren't you, Mr. Bear? You're a character. Yow. You've got pretty eyes. Okay, so that's enough of that. Bass shaker. Bass. What does Bear think of the bass shaker? Let's see. What does Bear think of the bass shaker? But why? Okay. Got 40 hertz going through it. Turn the fader down, turn the fader up. Oh, Bear reacted. Bear reacted to the bass shaker. Alright, I'll turn it off there. I'll mute that. Okay. What did you think of that? No, I'm not too impressed. Disturbed my cat nap. Yeah, so, yeah, there you go. Bear reacted to the bass shaker. The BBS. The Bear Bass Shaker. Yeah, it's got a good. I think it's got a good ring to it. The BBS, the Bear Bass Shaker. Yeah, have a scratch.